Friends, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my Happy Mail binders slash memory keepers. Mostly Happy Mail because I have participated in postcard swaps. I swap ephemera with people once in a while, and it's just wonderful to have one place where I can keep all of it. And then I can decorate my pages. I have places to put my postcards. And I thought I'd go ahead and share a little bit of how I put these together. So I'm going to be doing a whole series of how I put these together, what I use, how I decorate them, how I make the pockets, the pages, do a little decorating. So I'm going to start with this one. So this is something that I came up with a few years ago where I just take a plain binder, plastic binder, and then I cover it with tissue paper, and then once the tissue paper is dry you can pretty much collage it any way you want. And I also do it on the inside. So let me flip through. So I'm gonna do a flip through, and then I'll talk about some of the finer details and kind of what my plan going forward with these videos is going to be. So this is a card that I got from a friend, and this is a huge pocket page, right, where you can put larger pieces in there, but I just wanted to see her artwork there, and so I just put a double-sided or cut in half or folded in half some scrap paper and slipped it in there, and then you can put a larger piece. A lot of times you'll receive bigger pieces in the mail. I've had some people send me some pretty large postcards before. Okay, so I had to do a little bit of editing on that last one because I didn't prep it to hide the various addresses, and I don't want to give out people's personal information. So I'm going to start with this one again, go to another one. So this one is something that is kind of, I keep these in kind of, well, I used to keep them in kind of a color idea, pinks, blues, that sort of thing. I can talk a little bit more about the process how I make these binders out of plastic binders in another video. That would be kind of fun. So this is some artwork sent to me by a friend in a large pocket. Another one of these cut down from a larger, I think 8.5 by 11 for a binder, a larger binder. And you can do this technique on a large binder too. So, which is the reason why I'm going through that particular part of it is because what I make them out of now is these vintage binders that I find at the thrift stores, which aren't readily available to everybody. I have some that I may be putting in my shop, but until I do, I thought I'd give out a few more options. So here's a postcard that I got in a postcard swap. Love it. Another pocket page. I didn't fill these pockets in. Some of these I kind of put swaps, postcard swaps, ephemera swaps, Happy Mail kind of stuff on hold because I just started getting overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that I had to deal with. And maybe I'll get back into it. I'm definitely going to be doing a postcard swap hopefully pretty soon. Because I have a lot that I could use for it, but we'll have to wait and see if the hostess decides to do it. Here is, I don't know if this is a card. I think that's a postcard. Love that. Isn't that cute? And this is actually a large postcard too. So it's a whole thing there. A small, I think, yeah, it looks like I cut this from a large 8.5 by 11, the large size, and I sewed this side of it to make a pocket. And the bottom, yeah. So yeah, oops. It seems to have come out. I'm going to put it back in. There we go. Yeah, so you can make your own pockets if you have a sewing machine. If not, you can use double-sided tape. And this was a planner, so this was a divider. I thought it'd be fun to just throw that in. Another pocket. I think that this is a pocket that I believe I purchased from a dollar store. Kind of a privately owned dollar store. It had adhesive on the back, but you can make it yourself with just one of these, the basic 8.5 by 11 pockets that you can get at Walmart, Amazon, anywhere. and then cut it down and then use double-sided tape. I'm going to talk about pockets in my journal when I start making one for it, for this series. So yeah. So these are all just kind of hole punched, that kind of thing. And this one is kind of my more kind of muted botanical kind of binder. This is, I think that these are readily available at, say, Staples or Office Depot in large packs. Just throw those in a 3-ring binder. I think I made that. It's been a long time. Yeah. This is one of those pockets like that I showed in there, and I just punched holes in it. And if you do punch holes, you can sew things on, or you can adhere. You could put washi tape, or you could adhere. I put lace on that one. I'm just showing you a few of the items, like the way I used to make these. And then I'm going to show you how I make them now. Because these are a lot of just, you know, hole punched. So here is this is the version that I use now. I mean, this is my old type. Like I said, I just wanted to show those in case that was an option that you wanted. All right, so let's flip through this one. So I just washi taped the card onto here, onto the front. And I think this is, I don't know, yeah, this was a card too. So I just adhered that. I think I just glued that on. Here's a pocket. This is something that was sent to me by a friend. All of this was sent to me in Happy Mail, so I use it to decorate the pockets. Could use that for something. Here's a nice card that I got. A postcard. This is an envelope that has a letter. It's kind of a letter envelope, but I thought it looked cute on there. Another envelope with the letter inside the vellum, which I love. Another one. It's been a long time since I've gotten mail from her. But here's another pocket that I used some of the ephemera that I got in the mail. A cute card. I don't know if I bought that or somebody sent it to me. I just thought it was so adorable. Another card from a friend. More pockets. Cards. Another envelope. I put some letters in there, cards. An envelope that I decorated with some of my Happy Mail. There's nothing in there, but the envelope's cute. What I usually do is, on envelopes like this, is I'll put that'll hold it down. And it's cute. Another decorated divider, envelope. I can't wait to get to the fun part. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going through this, kind of reminiscing. This is a card from a friend of mine. And yeah, I used to work with her. I miss her. Some Happy Mail from Malaysia. Yeah, more Happy Mail ephemera to decorate with. So if it's something that's just kind of, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, something that you usually put in your art journals, and it's somebody else's aesthetic, so to speak, this is a great project to put things that you're not sure if you want to put them in your art journals, but you do want a place to put them, and it's just kind of a fun option. So yeah, postcard. Cute. So there, yeah. More envelopes. Isn't that cute? Oh, love it. All right, so that's it. So this is what I'm going to be, this is the project that I want to work on for the next few videos. So let me grab the box. Hold on. So here's some stuff that I put together. Here is the binder that I'm going to be using. This one is a 5-hole, which I will be using just a regular hole punch. And I only put like maybe 20 pages in here. 5 or so pocket pages, and then the rest of them pages that I can do some art journaling on. So that's super easy. Not very many holes to punch. And here's the whoopsie. Here's the dividers that come with these types of binders. So I grabbed those. And then this is some scrapbook paper that I'm going to show you a little project right now that I'm going to be using. And these are the pocket pages that a regular 4x6 postcard will fit into. And so I'll show you how I'm going to use those. And this is a binder that I found tucked away in a shelf that I'd done the, you can use Mod Podge or gel medium, matte gel medium. I like matte gel because it's softer and it doesn't tear the napkin or the tissue. I think this might be Kleenex tissue. Well, maybe it's a napkin. I don't know. But I saw it just sitting there with nothing in it. And so I thought I'd show an empty one to you, because then you can cover the front with something. You can even put something on the side, says Happy Mail or whatever you're going to use it for. So I'll set that aside. But this is what I really kind of wanted to talk about a little bit. I have been finding cards, postcards, Happy Mail all over my studio, where I paint, in my sewing room, tucked into books. Yeah, it's a little bit. I bet I'll still find more. This is a perfect example. Found this last night. It had some cute ephemera in it that I put in here. Oh, these little bits right here. But I want to keep them. I don't want to put them in this. I want to put them in a different journal. So, but this I want to keep and put in the journal because this had, and I could use this little pocket for something. So yeah, cards, postcards. I participated in a postcard swap, I think last year, and I never put them away. I guess I could fill my old one up with those and start from scratch, but here's some cute stuff that I got from, well, you know, people you meet online. You can call them friends, but isn't that cute? Love it. So that was tucked away. This is left over from a very old one. Here's some postcards. So here's an envelope. This was in a different Happy Mail journal, and I'm doing something different, so I tore that out because I don't want to lose that. That was made by a good friend of mine. And then this was in there too. And then here are this is some paper. I think might be a letter in here. Hold on, let me look. Yeah. So half of it's a letter and half of it is paper that I could use for something. Yeah. Here's cards. This is a card. When I submit one of my art journals to Art Journaling Magazine, they ask that you send them a postcard so that they can let you know that they received it in one piece. And so I keep them with more postcards. So I will, and this came on, this is one I tore out of a different, I think, okay, I know what this is. I used some of my Happy Mail in some of my art journals, and I didn't really care for the way those particular pages looked. It's almost like I just kind of threw them together without any thought. And I really appreciate these things that people send me. And so I like having them in kind of more of a keepsake kind of situation. So yeah, that's why some of these are just kind of floating around in here like this. Same with this one. Someone made, a friend of mine made that. And I want to have it in a keepsake, not just an art journal. So yeah, that's where I'm going with that. And here, I'm just going to show quickly, just run through some options here that were sent to me in the mail. This one was from the gal in Malaysia, I think. Belarus. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is a friend of mine in London. Or not, well, I don't know if she actually lives in London, but she lives in Britain. She sent me a package full of fun stuff. More pieces of some Happy Mail that I got in the past that I tore out of a journal that I want to keep and repurpose. More stuff from Britain. This actually is out of an art journal. I had to downsize my art journals quite a bit, so there are some art journals that I took apart and repurposed. And this, I believe, was a birthday card from my mom, maybe. And I thought, I'm going to keep that. And that's going to be Happy Mail. Yay. I'm not sure what the story... I think this is just some cute stuff I thought would go with this. I think we're getting into art journaling more than... Nice. Another postcard. Oh, that's the one I just got, I think. Yeah, it's my newest edition. This was off of a page. But there's some... I don't know. I don't think there's actually anything on here that's keepsake. But it's cute. Instant page. Some of these. And yeah, this is something that I took out of a journal that I just wasn't working out for me. So, and I thought, oh, it's cute. That could go in there. Here's more items from that art journal that were sent to me from friends that I do not want to get rid of and I want to keep for this project. Isn't that a pretty card? Oh, love that. So that's going in there. And then this is from a special friend. It's been a long time since I got this, but I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to make these work. Look at all that great stuff in there. Love it. So this is some of the stuff that's going to be going in this project. These were sent to me from a friend years and years ago as a thank you, some happy mail. So I want those in there. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of this into this project, but I have lots to choose from, as you can see. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about some of these pages. These are pretty self-explanatory. They've got the 5 punches. They're vintage. They'll work, so I don't have to really... I'll probably decorate those because that's pretty plain. And I've got a couple of options. I don't want to cover up stuff like that because that's super cute, but most of these are pretty plain. So that'll be a fun project. But this is something that I thought would be kind of fun to talk to you about. So I cut this one a little bit larger than some of the pages. Let's see, how did I do that? It's about the same, just a little bit bigger. Because I want to use these for the postcards that I get. So there's quite a few. So there are the two different, there's several different pages that I use, but one way of making it is using your one-sided and one is your double-sided. And this double-sided is what I use for the art journaling, pages and the pocket pages. So actually, I never even thought that I could put another, I don't know. I was thinking I could put another pocket page on here to show you how I do that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just make a new one. So like I said, this one is a little bit bigger. Excuse the overkill on the guillotine, but I use it for my art journals. When I make art journals for my shop. So it's very handy. Use the heck out of it. So I'm not giving you dimensions on this because they vary. You can do it any way you want. Let me make sure I did that right. Yeah, I did. They vary. If you want to use a 8.5 by 11 binder, then it's going to be a completely different measurement. And if you find some of these vintage ones in the thrift store, that's going to be different. So however you decide to do it is the way it's going to kind of run for you. All right. So I'm not necessarily going to punch the holes, but I'm going to show you how I adhere these. Super easy. These are, get them at Hobby Lobby. You get them at, you can get these at Office Depot, Amazon, lots of different places, Walmart. So a lot of times people use their guillotines to cut these and I never get it right, so I am opting for scissors. If I have a good line, it's not an issue. I'm going to try not to let this video go too long because I don't want to do a lot of speeding up. So let's see. I probably should do the holes so I know which side I'm working on because I will get it all confused. Just use this one. Sorry about that. Okay. So the first thing you do is you cut off the hole punches, the hole punch part of it. And make sure the top goes top and that there's a pocket here, so make sure that you're putting your adhesive on the other side of it. Pretty basic stuff, but it's worth mentioning. So what I'm going to do is, before I punch the holes in this, I'm going to go ahead and put that on to see if I can get all the holes done at the same time, instead of trying to course correct. All right, yeah, pocket's in the right place. That one's not on there very well. There we go. All right. I want to double check and triple check that I have it going in the right direction. Let's see, I'm going to get it over as far as I can. There. See if my hole punch will go through all of it. Yep. Keep shooting them at you. Okay. So hopefully that won't go. See how it's gone in a little bit to where the card's going to go? Let's see if the cards will work in there. I'll grab a couple. Okay. So I'm not a, you know, there's been times that I've had to chop these down a little bit. Just to make them fit. I don't know. I think I like... Let's see. See, they're all usually a little... I'm wondering if that one's supposed to go in that direction, though. Or I mean that direction. I don't know. But this one's fine. This one is a little bit over. So... there. So let's go ahead and put it in the binder. The first page. That was, see how fast this is? The part that's going to take a while is the art journaling pages that I'm going to be doing in here. I just try to get them in here randomly. You can always fuss around with them later. That one needs some help. Fun opportunity to use some of these up. Sometimes I'll make my own by painting and stamping over white ones. Let's see. I get these at, you can get these at, you know, get the paper ones. These are paper. Don't get the plastic because you can't really do much with those. But I buy the paper ones at, you know, office supplies. and Walmart, different big box stores. Usually I have something a little bit more exciting than these, but I really just wanted to kind of put this guy together. You can play around with it later. You can always put more on top of those. It just makes it stronger. Oopsie, a little off. Yeah, that one's off. Let's see if I can get that on there without tearing the... There we go. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah. That one didn't really even need one. I just wanted to put one on there. Let's put it that way. Goes in there. Art journaling page. Okay, so that's my plastic insert type page for today. In my next video, I'm going to do some pocket pages, some super simple ones, and maybe do a little bit of art journaling with the ephemera that I shared with you. So I hope you like this video. I hope you're looking forward to this series as much as I am. And so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in my art journaling, please subscribe to my channel. So until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.